the solo journey. Hello, and welcome to Life Stories. You know what to do if you were here for the first episode. Put your phone away. You don't need it in your hand. If you are on a computer, get into a comfortable position. Those are your couple of minutes of no video distraction. Take a deep breath. Hold on to it. Exhale. Today is all about doing things alone. It is a fact that we have all had to face going alone in a direction no one else wanted to go on. In the beginning, you have to go alone. You have to climb the hill no one else wants to climb. And when you think you've got high enough up above the clouds and don't see anyone, that's when you have to keep on climbing even harder. Always be hungry. Being a solo traveler doesn't mean you are alone or that you are a freak. It means you are different, and you have character most people will never understand. And that is why you will succeed. People will try to push you down because they are too scared of what you are doing and what you might become. Keep pushing. When you are tired, when you want to quit, when you want to say the hell with it, I can go back to the average me, keep pushing. It will be worth it in the end. When you feel like quitting, say to yourself, what would Goggins do? Don't know who David Goggins is? Read his book, Can't Hurt Me. It is a must-read for every lone wolf out there. You won't be a lone wolf forever, but now, this is what you need. This is what you need to get a head start. When it gets harder, don't lower the bar. Don't settle. You were born different. You stand out from the crowd. You were born to lead, so lead. Let us tell you a story. A man once wanted to climb the highest peak in his kingdom. One day, after all the food from the ground was collected and the weather didn't allow for any more work to be done, he went to his tiny house, gave all the silver he had to his mother, packed a small bag of food, and went to find that mountain peak and conquer it. All the people in the region heard about his crazy and pointless mission and started to attack him for leaving his mother alone, for being lazy and not doing work in the village. Still, despite the naysayers, the man just went on his way. At the far edge of the kingdom, after several days of traveling, he reached what would be the start of his journey. By the time the man got to that place, the king had heard about the young man. The king was impressed by the young man, and he spread the word that if the young man succeeded, he would give him gold and won't collect tax from him ever again. The king's word had spread faster than the man was able to get to his starting destination. When he got there, greedy people started to offer him equipment and food in exchange for some of the gold he would get if he succeeded. The man tried to make the greedy people away, but in the end, he agreed to give some of his gold to the people that go with him to the top. Only a few of the people agreed to the conditions. When they reached 1/3 of the destination to the top, one of the helpers twisted his ankle. They all had to stop to help him, and the young man told them that the two people who would take the helper, who was now slowing them down to the village, would get each a gold coin. 2 people agreed. The rest kept on going with him. Then dark clouds scared some of them. After that, the rain made most go back home, as it wasn't worth the gold under those conditions. It was now only the young man and a crooked villager who had been known to do anything for a silver coin, let alone a gold one. But he also always put his stomach first and wanted to stop eating every 2 hours. It was slowing the young man to his success, and then the young man told him that he would give him 1 month of food supply from his small piece of land if he left him alone. That's all it took, and he was headed down to the Vilgi. With full belly, and with a full belly in mind for the next 1 month. The young man then kept on climbing the hill alone. He was rising 5 times faster alone than when he was with the other people. When he finally reached the top, exhausted, thirsty, and hungry, he stood there in complete silence. He knew no one else before him had done that, and he promised himself that if he could do that, he could do more when he got back to his village in the kingdom. When the young man returned home, he was greeted by his mother, the villagers, and to his surprise, the king. The king has heard of what he had to do to climb the hill. The king lifted all taxes from his small land, gave him gold worth 5 years of labor, and because of how fast he climbed that hill alone, he offered the young man a job at the castle as his advisor. The point of this story is if you want to go fast, do it alone. When you outpace everyone else, this is when others will offer you to go even further without you even asking. And don't get us wrong. You will need help most of the time, but in the beginning, go fast, go alone. The right people will show when the time is right. The most challenging climbs always lead to the best views. Thank you for spending this time with us. If you enjoyed this one, please like it, and be sure to subscribe so that you won't miss the next one. Until next time, keep on rising.